and welcome to a new crypto update. Today we're going to go over all of the markets, especially what is happening right now with the majors, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, and what to do. Obviously markets are pumping. We're going to speak about why that happened. We're going to look into the order book flow. But before we start, if you want to receive free trade ideas, click the link below, 50min crypto, how to become profitable and stay profitable, all in the link below. Now let's get into the market, guys. We obviously start with total market cap for crypto. As you can see right now, we are here in a bearish sequence. That means we are overall still looking into bearish setups, okay, because that's basically what the market is telling us. We are in a orange confirmed bearish sequence, which was finished. We have this bigger red one, which is leading into the whole correction level, which basically means we need to see lower prices for us to have more stability in the future and really crack all of these all-time highs. Because what is essentially happening is that if you look into this zone here, right, we are just going sideways all the time. Yes, we have pumps in between, like for example this small pump over here that unfortunately broke this sequence, or basically not the sequence but broke this bearish level, or fakes it out as it did over here, but then came down again. So it's very difficult to trade right now these markets. There was no clear signal for a buy. There was no clear signal or a very clear signal for sell, actually, not for buy, but it broke out, and we're going to see it in Bitcoin. This is the total market cap, obviously, which represents the whole volume in the market. But all of this sideways stuff here is good, but it's not what we want. What we want is really like to break these all-time highs. We broke all-time high in Bitcoin, but we did not do that in total market cap. Most coins are completely underperforming, especially Ethereum. Alts are not really doing anything. Some meme coins are pushing well, obviously, and I'm going to speak about one meme coin that I see a lot in, that you could potentially make a 10x in the next couple of weeks. But we'll do that in the end, so stay tuned. Now, when we go into the market deeper, looking into BTC dominance, as you can see, we also hit a ceiling here in BTC dominance, which is the 0.786 and 822 Fibonacci level, which we are bouncing off. So we are still bearish, right? Ethereum dominance is going a little bit higher, but really Ethereum, guys, is like a shit coin. No one cares about it anymore. Now, USDT dominance, which represents are people putting money in crypto, then USDT dominance goes down. So that means money is leaving from USDT into the market. If USDT dominance is going up, means people are stacking more USDT, so taking profit. And obviously, as you can see right now, there was a little bit of a drop, means USDT was deployed into market, therefore market started to pump, right? Now, the reason why Bitcoin pumped was not because of retail, was not really because of big investors or ETF inflows, but especially because of something that is called market makers, right? The market makers started to buy in heavily. Here you have BTC USDT M. So this is the order book flow, or basically the orders. The blue lines represent buy orders, buy limit orders. The red ones are basically the sell limit orders. And as you can see, we started to have heavy buy limit orders over here, which didn't look like that a day before. So basically from a bearish confirmed setup in any way, technically, fundamentally, order book, everything, right? Basically everything screamed sell, right? But then in one day, and that was basically yesterday, Monday, today's Tuesday, right? We started to turn into a lot of blue lines over here, which basically means we are buying up the market. So this comes mainly from market makers. And then now we have bigger sell pressure over here at 109,000. And that's also why, especially in BTC, as you can see right now, if we finally go into BTC, we are reacting bearish again. Now, as you can see, I was in a trade, right? So recently we traded Bitcoin buy over here and made 2.56%. We sold Bitcoin here and made 4.72%. And now we sold Bitcoin, and obviously it completely broke through this bearish area over here, this correction level. So this one here was very important, okay, this area, especially over here, okay, because that's the bearish correction level from this black sequence, which is confirmed. So it was a confirmed bearish sequence, which again is way more significant than just like we are correcting a little bit, right? So you see really bullish momentum fading away. You have a high, a low, then here it doesn't even come back to the 50%, completely drops, and from here gets bought off insanely quick. It has zero corrections, right? Pretty weak trend, and then from here it just bounced completely through. So it's very, yeah, very manipulated in that sense. Well, that's how the markets are, so don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, everything screamed sell, and it didn't work out. That's what it is, right? That's what trading is about. With good risk management, we are still in profit if you see the last 3 trades, because if you do 4.7 plus 2.56, so that's 6%. Now we lost 3%, so we are still 3% in profit, right, with the trades. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. Again, it was a clean setup. Now we're just gonna see what's happening, because we are reacting here in the 0.786 and 822, and we are reacting bearish, obviously, and that's due to the starting of the sell pressure over here. But as soon as we come back, for now, these orders obviously can change. We start to hit heavy buy orders again in this area. So we need to see. It can change in one day, especially the order limits, but we're going to follow the system. So now we're going to look for, again, bearish entries, but we need to have some structure develop over here, because right now there is no real structure. We're just coming a little bit lower. But yeah, that's what it is about Bitcoin, right? Let's speak about how the other coins performed, especially Ethereum, USD did basically obviously also come up. But Ethereum is just like going sideways all the time. There's no real volume, no interest. No one is really doing anything here, right? So as you can see, we are constantly just going sideways. We are in a big sell zone over here, and we are constantly reacting out of it, which is very bearish. So there's no signal to buy, not in Bitcoin, not in Ethereum, nowhere in crypto right now. Maybe meme coins, yes, but we'll talk about that in a second. Now, if we speak about Solana, Solana obviously also went up a little bit, but still is sitting here in the bearish correction level. But Solana did one thing very well. Solana really came back into the 50% correction from here and reacted bullish, which exactly it should do. So Solana still price-wise looks pretty bullish compared to Ethereum, which looks very bearish, and Bitcoin, which also looks bearish. Now BNB, I think one of the most underrated coins right now, with a very strong price action, because if you look into price action, BNB has one of the strongest price actions. As you can see, it did not really give a shit what happened in the last couple of weeks. It's just going up slow, but it is going up very stable. So something you can definitely consider. XRP, we are in an open buy trade. We posted this one last week, also spoke about it in the last update. So make sure to subscribe and put the notification on, because there is important trades coming in here, guys. Now XRP again is currently in profit, 6.72%. So here also, when you compare it to the Bitcoin trade, it hit stop loss 3%. Here we are double in profit, so all clean, right? So we're always hedging, because again, XRP looks bullish, BNB looks bullish, Solana looks bullish, Ethereum looks bearish, BTC looks pretty bearish, right? It is just what it is. And some people will say that makes zero sense, bro. What are you speaking about? Guys, you need to understand that the market is not bull run, bear run, bull run, bear run, bull run, bear run anymore. It's like, it's mixed. Yeah, like it's not like that anymore. It's like a normal financial market now, because it got so institutionalized. So forget the bulls and the bear runs. That's not what exists anymore. It's going to continue like this. We're going to have pushes, pullbacks, pushes, pullbacks. All of them going to be in the 20% range. So for example, this push over here that we had in Bitcoin, right, was a 10% push. Now we're going to correct again, right? That's just how it goes. There's no straight up anymore. Now, when it comes to the Dixie, right, which basically is the dollar currency index, so shows or represents the strength or the weakest of the dollar, which is important, because if Dixie is up, crypto goes down. If Dixie goes down, crypto goes up. And we are going down. We are pretty weak in the US dollar. Obviously, that's positive for the crypto, and it's probably going to continue, even though we should see a pullback soon. But yeah, dollar continues to be very weak. Whole economy is effed. It's like a drama series. Trump is beefing with Musk, and just crazy, bro. All European presidents have manly women. I don't know, bro. Like, the world's completely cooked. But yeah, the same goes for the market. The market is a little bit cooked, to be honest. Smart money still continues to be insanely bearish. Some of them are now in drawdown. As you can see, this wallet over here with 28 million US dollars, 6 million in profit, is currently 500,000. Half a M in drawdown, but all the other trades are very profitable. Ethereum, 1 million in profit. Solana, 350k in profit. So this guy is shorting still everything. Let's see how the other traders are doing. Let's see, for example, this guy over here, a smart money wallet we are tracking that has 12 million, is 580k in profit, shorting everything. Yeah, not even one buy trade, which again speaks very much for where smart money is seeing the market going. They are still overly bearish, because again, all the signs are bearish. It is just what it is, guys. And market makers came in and pushed this thing into breaking the bearish level. Market maker definition, let me just define it for you guys. It's probably easier than explaining it in my own words. So come on, ChatGPT. Wow, so fast. Thank you. Hello. Hello, hello. Okay, let it cook, and we gonna go check other smart money wallets. So at the end of the day, as you can see, we have another smart money wallet here with 24 position. He is mixed, so there are some buy signals. So he's Solana long, which I agree. He's Arvil long, which I don't know. LTC long. So some very wild, some good altcoins he's long, but everything else he's pretty much short. He's not trading the majors right now, which is probably pretty smart. 17 million wallet, 500k in profit. So also very interesting. Now ChatGPT doesn't want to work. Maker definition. So let me define market maker. That's the reason. A market maker is a financial institution or firm that continuously provides liquidity in a market by offering to buy and sell at specific asset quote prices. They ensure that there's a continuous flow of buyers and sellers, making it easier for others to participate in the trade. So, excuse me, these market makers jumped into the Bitcoin market and pushed, right? Wintermute, for example, is a market maker that's very well known in the crypto space. So they basically pushed all of this, and yeah, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Now, when it comes to these specific meme coins I was speaking about, one of them that I really like is Candle, right? Candle is, or Candle TV. You can do your own research on that, because you just should not just only follow me, but do your own due diligence. But Candle TV, I'm a very slight stop loss. I have invested $6,000 or $7,000. Very good price action as a meme coin. Candle TV is more like pump and fun, but more like TV, like live, right? So Candle is a project that basically gives streamers or like meme coin founders a platform where there's like a continuous program where they can promote their coins and speak about them and stuff. So pretty cool project in my opinion. At least there's some usage behind it, right? Not just like degenerative gambling, but very good price action. I've been tracking this coin since a longer time, have been speaking about it since a longer time, and price action is really strong. Like it normally reacts very well here in the correction levels, as for example it did over here with a pump of over 260%. So I'm taking the risk here, and now it's still a little bit slow. We reacted well so far overall. Now we're coming back into a buy zone, but yeah, Candle, pretty interesting. And then I took an entry in Fart coin, which also was posted in the chat that I told you about, that is in the description for you to click on. And if you are too stupid to click on a link, then it's not my fault. But this call we also gave in this chat. So Fart coin is currently up 22%. And then SPX again is one of the best performers, guys. So if we go into the last 7 days, SPX is second with 27%. You know how much I speak about SPX, guys. Now for SPX, we are just waiting for a re-entry, right? We are waiting for a re-entry to come in on SPX. So let me go here into SPX. But yeah, SPX performed insanely well. We took 200%. But yeah, it continues to, 204% is the profit we made since our entry, but it just continues to push, guys. So now we are sitting at 271%. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for re-entries. Looking for re-entries, and then I'm gonna call them out. Like buying into this pump right now makes 0 sense, because we are not idiots. We are traders, professional traders especially, and that we don't do that, right? There's other opportunities, as for example in Fartcoin or in Candle. But yeah, with that being said, guys, two scenarios, especially now for Bitcoin to go back into the crypto space, especially majors. We should react bearish over here. Now we need to see how BTC reacts in this bearish correction level, because now if you look at Bitcoin as a bullish move from the bottom to the top, we need to see how it's going to start to react over here in this area, which is the 50% correct level. And that's going to show us if we're going to go for a new high. So basically it looks like this. We come back into correction level and then break the high. Or if we come back, we fade away and we build a bear sequence and then go lower. And finally to the 93, which still is my 80%. I would say chance is 80% for this and 20% for this, right? So 80% I'm focused on 93 as key level, 20% I'm focused on 127k, which is basically this move over here, 127, which is the goal for BTC anyways. But the cool thing is we trade bearish, but we are invested in Bitcoin, so we win anyways. It doesn't matter, right? So with that being said, guys, make sure to follow this channel. I know that over 70% of you guys come back and visit these videos, but you don't follow me. Like, what the hell is wrong with you, bruv? Okay, see you guys.